want some of my Jamaican sweet potato? Oh, ayo. Do you want some of my Jamaican sweet potato? Oh, ayo. Do you want some of my Jamaican sweet potato? Oh, ayo. Do you want some of my Jamaican sweet potato? Hello, hello, my loves, and welcome back into my kitchen. I am Gabrielle Reyes, aka One Great Vegan. And this, my loves, is the Colorful Home Cooking Show. So today, y'all, we have a recipe that I have just been so incredibly eager to share with all of you. It is my Jamaican Stuffed Sweet Potato, y'all, and it is full, jam-packed of incredibly delicious, vibrant, and flavorful food, y'all. So the ingredients that make up our Jamaican Stuffed Sweet Potato are, of course, a sweet potato roasted beautifully to perfection. Also our Jamaican purple stew, Jamaican purple stew. We're gonna make our Jamaican purple stew, which is a perfect comfort food, y'all. And then we're gonna make our marinated jerk mushrooms, marinated jerk mushrooms, marinated jerk mushrooms. Gonna make a marinated jerk mushrooms. We're gonna make our marinated jerk mushrooms, y'all. We're gonna topple it all into our vessel, which is our sweet potato, and it's gonna be a Caribbean, Jamaican flavor sensation moment for all of you. So the first thing we have to do, my loves, is of course, roast our beautiful sweet potato. What I've done is I've cleaned it, I've taken out all of those little pits, and what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get myself a fork. And this part is really, really fun, y'all. You get to stab your sweet potato. Stab it just like that. Grab it. Honestly, I suggest you grab the fork literally just like this. Put your thumb at the very tip of it. That way you can really get your arm invested in the stabbing of the sweet potato. It's a really great way to take out your aggression, y'all. Look. There we go. Stab that sweet potato. Woo, oh, oh. Stab that sweet potato. Woo. And y'all, the reason why we are going to be stabbing our sweet potato is this is going to help all of those oils and juices and our seasoning bake into there with perfection. So let's give it a few more stabs. Let's get in there. Stab that sweet potato. Woo, oh, oh. Stab that sweet potato. Woo. And if you happen to sing a song about stabbing a sweet potato along the way, sing loud, sing proud, baby. That's what I do. So I have my sweet potato all stabbed and ready to go. And what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna get myself a baking sheet covered in parchment paper, and then I'm gonna bake this on there. All right, so I have my baking sheet, and what I've done is I've just cut a piece of parchment paper. This way it's gonna be incredibly easy for that sweet potato to slide off into your mouth, baby. So I have my sweet potato. You're gonna lay it down on your parchment paper, and then you're gonna get yourself some coconut oil, and you're just gonna lightly pour that over, just like that. Yes, and this is gonna help everything bake in quicker and even with more deliciousness. And then what I'm gonna do, just sprinkle over a touch of salt. Just a little bit of seasoning to help things get going and get glowing. All right, let's pop this into the oven at 475 degrees for about 25 minutes. We're gonna be moving on to our Jamaican purple stew. Next, we're gonna be moving on to our Jamaican purple stew. So I have made this recipe before, but I've never made it with the sweet potato and with the marinated jerk mushroom. So first things first, we're gonna start off our Jamaican purple stew with onions and some coconut milk. So what I have here are my sweet white onions. I've just chopped and diced them up into nice little small pieces, and then I'm gonna start off by putting it into my big pot. What's also beautiful about this recipe is it literally takes only one pot. You just put everything in here, mix it up, let it stew and simmer in its deliciousness, and then it's ready to eat. So the next ingredient I have here is full fat coconut milk, y'all. Full fat, okay? Don't go for reduced, light, or whatever, anything like that. You want all of that fat to soak into your potatoes, your carrots, your tomatoes, everything, and it's gonna taste delicious. Full fat coconut gonna be adding in about 2 tablespoons of my minced garlic. Minced garlic. Minced garlic. Ooh, I love minced garlic. We're actually gonna be using minced garlic in both of our dishes going into our sweet potato, y'all. Y'all, look at this beautiful, colorful carrot situation. What I've done here is I've just chopped them into tiny little pieces, and then this way they're gonna boil down and soak into all of our seasoning. Carrots, full of vitamins and minerals. Carrots. Y'all, look at these tomatoes. Oh, what I love about the Jamaican purple stew recipe is that it is truly like eating the rainbow. You got purple, you got green, you got red, you got orange, you got every single color of the rainbow. And that way, you know, with every single color, you're getting all those nutrients. So let's add in our tomatoes. Ooh, y'all, I'm really, really excited about this next ingredient. These are my purple potatoes. And if you can't tell, y'all, I kind of like purple. It's like a little bit my favorite color and everything. So I love incorporating purple, especially into all of my colorful recipes. So what I've done here is I've just cubed these up into nice little bite-sized morsels. And these are gonna cook down, y'all, and make this stew such a beautiful color. Purple potatoes, purple potatoes, purple potatoes, purple potatoes, purple potatoes, purple potatoes. All right, I believe next it is time for our seasoning. It's time for our seasoning. Ooh, it's time for our seasoning, y'all. My favorite moment of any recipe creation is adding in the seasoning, so I'm pumped. Let's get going. All right, so the first seasoning I'm gonna add in here is some allspice. This is gonna add a nice little bit of earthiness to cut through some of that sweetness we got going in there. Next, I have my thyme. Thyme goes into all of my Caribbean recipes. Seriously, I put this in the Jamaican purple stew. It's gonna go in our marinated jerk mushrooms. Also, we like to add it into our rice and peas, which y'all are gonna get to see as well. Okay, so this next ingredient, sometimes people think it's a little bit odd just because why would you add ketchup into Jamaican purple stew? Well, y'all, I found that it adds that nice little bit of sweetness along with that acidity that comes from tomatoes, and it just makes this whole dish perfect. So some of y'all may have heard of Scotch bonnet or habanero peppers, and what I've done here is I've actually chopped it up into tiny, tiny little pieces, and I'm only using about half of a Scotch bonnet pepper today. And also, to make sure that your stew doesn't come out crazy, spicy, flaming hot, you're gonna wanna make sure to take out all of those seeds. A fun tip that I always tell people whenever they are chopping up or just using Scotch bonnet in general, make sure you have some gloves on whenever you're getting in there and chopping up your Scotch bonnet. That way, none of that spiciness gets stuck underneath your fingernails. So I'm gonna be adding in half of a chopped Scotch bonnet pepper. Next up, we have liquid aminos, which I so incredibly love using this product, especially Bragg's brand. I have been using liquid aminos for about 5 years now, especially since I stopped eating gluten or wheat. And what's beautiful about liquid aminos, it is the most natural way that you can have soy sauce. So I'm gonna be adding in about 2 tablespoons of my delicious and nutritious liquid aminos. Next, y'all know how I go in with my maple syrup. Y'all know I love adding it to all of my savory dishes, so I could not resist adding it to my Jamaican purple stew as well. Oh, green onions, y'all. Oh, I love the smell of green onions. I love that freshness in them. And you know what I found is actually the easiest way to chop them up is if you just get some scissors and you're just gonna chop in all of those pieces. Okay, for our final bit of seasoning for our Jamaican purple stew, we're gonna be adding in some pink Himalayan salt and pepper. All right, I have all of my colorful, beautiful ingredients in my big pot. And what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna give this a beautiful mix around, cover it, and this stew is gonna be ready to go. After you give this a good mix and let all of those ingredients soak in all those flavors, you're gonna wanna cover this and let it cook for about 20 to 30 minutes. Marinated jerk mushrooms. Marinated jerk mushrooms. Marinated jerk mushrooms. Marinated jerk mushrooms. Yes. Y'all, so we are moving on to our marinated jerk mushroom recipe. And this is one of the simplest meat replacement recipes that you can make. And I promise you, every single person you make this for is going to crave it. So let's start off with our onions and our oil like we do. And what I have here is a sweet white onion, and I'm gonna chop this up into nice little slivers. All right, so what I'm gonna do first is just chop off the tips of my onion, just like that. Chop off the tips of your onion. And then I'm gonna go around and take off the first layer of skin. Make sure all of that brown is gone, and then your onion is ready to be chopped. So now that my onion is naked, what I'm gonna do next is chop it down in the middle, just like that. I'm gonna chop nice long pieces while holding it, just like that. My onion is chopped up, so I'm gonna start off my recipe with a little bit of coconut oil. And then toss your onions in there and start off your recipe with onions and oil. Cooking is easy and fun when you sing. Onions and oil can make anything. Cooking is easy and fun when you sing. Onions and oil can make anything. Yes, y'all, that is the truth. If you start a recipe off with onions and oil, it don't matter. Jamaican, Asian, Latin, American, truly, you can make almost any recipe. So what I've done is I have sauteed these onions down, baby. Saute the onions down. I have sauteed these onions down, and as they are sauteing, what I'm gonna do next is chop up my portobello mushrooms. Y'all look at these. Huge, beautiful mushrooms full of nutrients, and they're gonna taste fabulous. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna wanna get in here and chop everything in nice long slivers, just like this. Look at this, y'all. We have chopped up our portobello mushrooms into nice meaty slivers, and these are gonna fit beautifully into our Jamaican stuffed sweet potato. Now that your onions and oil have sauteed down, you're gonna wanna add in your portobello mushrooms. Next, you're just gonna mix all those ingredients together, just like that, and make sure everything is coated in those onions and that oil. And to help get things going a little bit quicker, I'm gonna add in a little bit of my salt and my pepper. Salt and pepper, salt and pepper, salt and pepper, salt and pepper. Salt and pepper will help you so much, especially when you're making delicious vegan food. So let's add in just a touch more of our coconut oil. Just drizzle that over the top, just like that, and help get this baby going. Ooh, y'all, these mushrooms, onions, oil, and that little bit of salt and pepper already is starting to smell bomb. So what I'm gonna do next is move on to making my marinade. So we're gonna be making a jerk marinade, which y'all know is gonna be full of seasoning, because y'all know I go in on my seasoning. So let's start off our marinade with some Stubbs barbecue sauce. You can use any barbecue sauce you want, but I personally love this brand. There's no high fructose corn syrup in it, and of course, it's vegan. Next, let's add in those liquid aminos that I love so much. Next, we're gonna be adding in some habanero hot sauce. I always tell people this is one of the easiest ways to add in Scotch bonnet or habanero. That way you don't have to get all that spiciness underneath your fingernails when you're chopping it up. Find yourself some Yellowbird habanero hot sauce. Next, y'all, who has ever cooked with liquid smoke? I mean, this is one of my favorite ingredients, especially when I'm making anything with jackfruit or mushrooms, because this way you can add in some of that barbecue flavor, the nice earthiness that tastes like it just came off the grill. Next, of course, y'all, maple syrup. Maple syrup. Let's add in about 2 tablespoons of our maple syrup. I have some lime juice, and y'all know how I'm always balancing out that sweetness with that acidity, with that sexiness, and that sensual flavor I love to put in all my recipes. So I'm gonna be adding in some lime juice. Ooh, I told y'all we're gonna be using minced garlic again. Let's add in 2 tablespoons of that minced garlic. And y'all, this is just gonna add even more flavor to everything. Thyme, of course. I told y'all we're gonna be adding it into our marinated jerk mushrooms. Thyme is just such an incredible ingredient, especially when you're making Jamaican, Caribbean, Haitian. It don't matter what kind of island flavor you're looking for, always add in some thyme. All right, let's move on to our ginger. So a little trick I like to use whenever I'm working with ginger is I like to get myself a spoon, and I just like to take off all of that extra skin with my spoon. And it just makes things a lot easier. Now I'm just gonna chop off a piece like that. So I have my piece of ginger all clean, and now I have my grater, and all I'm gonna do is grate my ginger into my marinade. Ooh, that ginger, it smells so fresh. Fresh ginger, fresh ginger, fresh ginger, fresh ginger. And the ginger is key, specifically when you are making any kind of jerk seasoning. So make sure you get some fresh ginger to put into your marinated jerk mushroom. Ooh, let's add in some freshness, and let's add in some green onion as well. All right, I have my marinade ready to go. I'm just gonna give it a nice whisk around. All right, we have mixed this up, and oh my gosh, I can already tell this is gonna smell, taste, be incredible. So let's add it into our cooked mushrooms and onions. Next, you're gonna give it a mix, and you're gonna make sure all of the mushrooms and onions are covered and drenched in that beautiful marinade. All right, oh, this looks so beautiful, and it smells incredible. I'm gonna let this cook down covered for about 10 minutes, and then we are ready to assemble our Jamaican stuffed sweet potato. Ah-ew, assemble the Jamaican sweet potato. Ah-ew, gonna make the Jamaican sweet potato. Ah-ew, do you want some of my Jamaican sweet potato? Ah-ew, do you want some of my Jamaican sweet potato? Y'all, we are about to assemble our Jamaican stuffed sweet potato. First thing I need to do is get my sweet potato out of the oven and see how she's been baked up and how she's looking. Look at this beautiful, perfectly baked sweet potato that's gonna be the vessel for all of our beautiful Caribbean fusion, y'all. First things first, what I have here is some Jamaican rice and peas. So what I've done here is I've just cooked up some white rice with some kidney beans, put in some coconut milk, season it, and let that baby cook down for about 20 minutes. And what you got is Jamaican rice and peas. And that's gonna be the base for our Jamaican stuffed sweet potato. Jamaican rice and peas. Let's add our sweet potato on top. Ooh, look at that. Beautiful. Okay. What I'm gonna do next is just cut a nice little slit in our sweet potato. Just like that. Open it up so that I can hold all of that deliciousness. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so colorful. I love it. Marinated jerk mushrooms. Marinated jerk mushrooms. Marinated jerk mushrooms. Marinated jerk mushrooms. Oh my gosh, honestly, I am so excited just to feast on this stuffed sweet potato. Look at that. And then next, let's add in our Jamaican purple stew. Ooh, look at this stew, y'all. Jamaican purple stew, Jamaican purple stew, Jamaican purple stew, Jamaican purple stew. Look at how all of these colors have joined together. Oh my gosh. Jamaican purple stew seriously is my go-to comfort meal. Y'all, you cannot mess this recipe up. I mean, seriously, all you have to do is just pop everything into one big pot and let it sit and simmer and get sexy for you. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Y'all, this is seriously the definition of vegan feast, okay? Ooh, I'm so excited to try it. Ooh, that little bit of sweetness. Oh, it's so bomb. All right, so the last thing we have to do is just add on that little bit of freshness. And what I'm using is some green onions. Add on that little bit of freshness. Oh my gosh, this is seriously such a sexy meal. And I am so excited to dig into this. Y'all, look at this. full of plant protein, colors, nutrients, vitamins, everything you need. And also, y'all, I mean, talk about a flavor feast. Let's dive in. All right, I gotta get a little bit of everything, of course, so let me get some of that rice in there. Let me get some of that Jamaican purple stew. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Wow. Wow. I am seriously, it's so good. I have no words. I knew it was going to be delicious, but dang, I'm always still surprised at how perfect all of the flavors combine into be one serious flavor feast. I'm not even kidding, y'all. This is sinful. So you all saw how simple, fun, and easy it can be to make something delicious and colorful. So why don't you get yourself in the kitchen, get yourself going, get yourself glowing, gather up your beautiful ingredients to make yourself a Jamaican stuffed sweet potato. I'm gonna dig into this, y'all, but I will see you all next time on the Colorful Home Cooking Show. Goodbye, my loves. Ew. Do you want some of my Jamaican sweet potato? Ew. Do you want some of my Jamaican sweet potato? Ew. Do you want some of my Jamaican sweet potato?